number 9, Lucy in the Sky. That hood comes off. It's a red one. We're ready. And away they go. And you can see little heads bobbing as they come through here. And that is number 9, Lucy in the Sky. What a great getaway there. Down on the inside then and punched along. It is Don Pablo's not punched along. He's carrying Jacob nicely up there. And then in front at the moment is number 4, Black Power. Bang with them is number 2, Bolivar Rhodes. Outside the stripy jacket, CC Admirable. And just being punched along now is Bolivar Rhodes. As number 1, Don Pablo's cruising along there on the inside of 4, Black Power. Then it's number 9, Lucy in the Sky. The back marker at this stage is 6, Camaluna, and second last is 7, 4 Dragons. And they do that well. 4 Dragons does her best race towards the end. And the 2 in front, though, are going well clear at the moment. Number 1, Don Pablo, Jacob Johansson. Outside is 4, Black Power. Trying to join the party there is number 9, Lucy in the Sky. And here come the posse. Out wide in white is number 5, Money Talks. Farther out again, 4 Dragons. And the stripy jacket is CC Admirable in the middle there. White cap of Penny Lane trying to say something here as well. And up comes Lucy in the Sky, Alina Xcalibur, and she passes the other 2 like they're standing still. It's number 9, Lucy in the Sky. An additional 2 kilo handicap doesn't stop her. 2 comes home for second. And 4, Black Power in third. Lucy in the Sky, Alina Xcalibur. And obviously they haven't got to the bottom of her yet. And Alina Xcalibur timing her run beautifully there. Number 9 wins it. And Bolivar Rhodes looks to me like a horse who needs a bit longer in distance. But anyway, I'm not a trainer. Bolivar Rhodes doing his best work at the end. And then the private battle between Black Power and Don Pablo was won by number 4, Black Power. And here we go, folks. That's what it looked like. While the boys were battling it out, Alina was coming along and pops up there on the outside and then ends up running away with it. So obviously gets on well with this filly. And that was Lucy in the Sky. That's 3 really good runs in a row now for Lucy. Second by a head. Back in August the 11th, over the trip, won by a nose last time out, beating Bolivar Road, who had excuses that day in running. No excuses today. And Lucy in the Sky continues her good form here and her good runs for Alina Xcalibur and Peter Yasby. Well, I hope you didn't leave her out. She ended up on only 11% and odds of 9.11. So yeah, she went out of flavour. So big smiles there all around. That's Gia, Yardby. Gisela, a lawyer by trade. Started off riding in amateur races, went to professional. And is very much an important factor in the Yardby setup. And Alina Xcalibur is becoming rather a large player as well. There he is. There's Peter as well. Very much a family job, this.
Välkomna in Alina Xcalibur, Lucy in the Sky, nummer 9, Peter Jarlby, Trelleborg.
And there we go. First race of the day. And a wee upset of the fancied horses. It was the least fancy, but it was fancy, but it was the least fancied of the horses. Owner there having a little hug. And Gia, as I say, major part of the yard. Smashing person. So is Peter. Anyway, let's go watch how it was done. Claimer Rebecca Solhanske riding, taking off 4 kilos. That is Excalibur. Alina Xcalibur rides that for Junior Reuterschuld. It's not the first time she's ridden for Junior. I have a little feeling for Alina and Xcalibur, but I'm not sure Junior would want him to win yet until he goes down a bit more in handicap, because he's fairly hit weight-wise. 2 left to go in. Oceanside could very well win a race like this. You know, he's not a bad animal at all. And he does like small fields. Ready for start. And away they go, and it is a great start for just about everybody, but Oceanside got it first, but then Sunlight goes through. Sunlight will try and dictate again. It won't happen, though, because nobody is ever going to let that horse go again. Down the inside, you have Oceanside on their outside, Sunlight. Then the other yellow blinkers, that's Archimedes Face with stable companion Magic Rock, and bringing up the rear is number 4, Xcalibur. And about 5 lengths now, 6 lengths, in fact, will cover the field, and Xcalibur just having a hard enough time for it at the moment, but he does his best work at the end. And up in front, number 2, Oceanside, looks to be bowling along happily there, in company with number 3, Sunlight, and then perched up there in behind is number 5, that's Magic Rock. Down on the rail is 1, Archimedes Face, and bringing up the rear is Xcalibur and Alina Xcalibur there. But it is Leo Rios who bowls along there out in front with Oceanside, and they have the rail there. Oceanside looking very focused and galloping beautifully there, in company with number 3, Sunlight. Then you've got the other yellow blinkers on number 1, Archimedes Face, matching strides with stable companion Magic Rock, and bringing up the rear is their stable companion number 4, Xcalibur. Don't discount him yet, though, folks, as they start to make their way out now towards their point of departure. They're not quite off the bend yet. Number 2, Oceanside, loving this. Out in on their outside, 3, Sunlight. They're up a length and a half, 2 to number 5, Magic Rock, who's already getting the better of 1, Archimedes Face, and still struggling out the back door at this stage. Number 4 is Xcalibur, but Alina Xcalibur, she's a nice cold rider, and she will let him just gallop his way back into the race, which he's starting to do, and he's about to pick up Archimedes Face back there, but it's still number 2, Oceanside, outside 3, Sunlight, and then poised to pounce right behind and stalking is number 5, Magic Rock, and then comes Xcalibur, and he's beginning to pick them up now as number 1, Archimedes Face, starts to struggle. And obviously 2-4 for today for Archimedes Face. He's won on it before, but it's not his day today. As up in front now, number 2, Oceanside, comes under a ride. Outside is 3, Sunlight, and then comes Magic Rock. But here comes Alina. She'll go down the inside between horses. She's going to in. No, she couldn't get through there. There was absolutely nowhere to go, and that wasn't the best place to go for the moment. But anyway, here they come. She tries to make room there. There isn't any. As here they come now up the straight, and now finally the door opens there, and it is Xcalibur with his white face there coming through, and still Sunlight though is battling away, got first run, but it's Xcalibur and Alina Xcalibur as they come through to win, and it's going to be number 4, despite the drama there. 4 will win it, Xcalibur from stable companion 5, and number 3, Sunlight in third. As I say, she just rides so well. That was not the best decision coming off that bend there, but then again, it's easy for me to say sitting in the stool here inside nice and warm and toasty. But she runs away with this one, Alina, and a double on the day for Alina Xcalibur, and this time for Junior Reuterschild. And we'll see what he says to her when they come in. There we go there. She'd nowhere to go there. And then, as always happens, the gap opened. It was looking good still for Sunlight, really trying to put it up to them. But he's just too good on the day. And there is Alina. And double on the day as she's able to perch up there, beating stable companion Magic Rock. As I say, that was my feeling horse there, I must say. She just gets on so well. She leaves horses alone. That was my comment in commentary, was that she just left him alone. There's no panic. She just leaves him alone, let him find his legs, let him pick it up. I don't know how happy they'll be now, because I'd say Junior was still hoping that, well, of course they were going to be happy to win. They're always going to be happy to win. And that looks like Jacob's having words there. He's not that happy. As I say, she'll be in a bit of trouble for that ride, folks. She took the wrong choice. She made the wrong choice coming off the bend. As I said, that's easy for me to say sitting in here. She still wins her race. Jacob didn't look happy. We'll see how happy Junior Reuterschild will be when he comes and meets her in the winner's circle. So a double on the day for Alina. As I say, I have a feeling she might be, I might be wrong. She might be in trouble with the stewards. She might not be. Here comes Junior. He's a man who might say exactly what he thinks right there and then. He might keep it together until he gets her alone. Then again, he's smiling at the moment anyway. And Alina is such a lovely horse, Xcalibur. So we'll head off and have a look at the replay in a moment. That is Kasam and Alina Ögren. Horse has never been in the first three. And that goes in. We're all in. All in, ready to go, all out as well. Little bit slow out, well, not that bad though, was Prince Sham, but ridden up to join the pack there. Don't forget he's a debutant. It's number 3, Elementary Neutron, who goes up and grabs the front from 4, which is Wellington, and then the all-white horse nearly is 5, Katisha, and then at this stage the back marker is our favourite, number 9, No Risk, No Reward. So bookending the field, well, not quite, because number 10 is currently the back marker. That is Tesla, and Tesla not going quite as zippy as you might expect, but up in front, number 3 there, Elementary Neutron, looked like he just have been given just looking around a tiny bit out there in front with Elion Chavez, and he's there having a hard time, but up comes number 4, Wellington now, and he'll join him and maybe help steer this fella around. Been having a bit of a hard time there for Elion Chavez, and you can see him there that the horse is trying all the time to cut across the track, and up on his outside is number 4, Wellington. The minute that gets up on terms, perhaps he'll be able to straighten him up. Then comes number 5, Katisha, and after that then in green and yellow is Kasam. With Kasam is LS Armani Diamond, hard ridden number 2, What a Power. Out wide then is number 8, CR Tafim. And Wellington now has gone up to join the leader. They're still hanging a small, but giving Chavez a bit of a hard time of it. The favourite is third last at the moment, and the third favourite, Prince Sham, is currently last in your picture, which is second last of all. As they start to make their way now off the bend there, and Chavez tried to straighten up this Elementary Neutron as they come off this bottom bend. Elementary Neutron on the rail. On the outside is number 4, that's Wellington, and then after that comes down the rail. The favourite is coming now, that's No Risk and No Reward, and there's a room there on the gap if it's good enough to go through, but no, the gate has been closed there by Chavez, and that's number 3, that's Elementary Neutron. Needs his mind being made up for him, but away goes the other one, No Risk, No Reward, boots on through to take it. 9 will win it from 3, Elementary, and then coming home for third was number 6, Kasam. So Elementary Neutron, I know what I'd be doing with him. I would be ensuring that he's not a stallion from tomorrow onwards, as that boy has his interest on other things by the looks of things. He was very green. Maybe I'm being unfair to him. Maybe that's not the reason, but he was very unfocused. He had that race won, you know. But yeah, smart little ride there from Justin Ingwerson, who comes home with number 9, No Risk, No Reward, who ran out. A very easy winner at the end of the day. But I can assure you that was not an easy ride there for Elion Chavez. But perhaps one of those fine days the penny will drop and he'll put in 100%. The day he puts in 100%, that's a very nice horse. Wandering all over the place there. And at the end of the day, it was just too good. Ears pricked. And number 6, Kasam, nailed third from number 4, Wellington.